Hello, everybody. I usually would say the video was by Jack Rigo Productions, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's by me. Just trying to have a little fun here. I'm going to do a recap of a couple of games yesterday. I don't want to see that fat chin over there. That's pretty awful. Just trying to relax and doing this because most of the other games, just for some reason, don't interest me. I don't know why. First game I'm going to talk to recap is the Titans at Kansas City. The Titans pulled off a huge upset to win 22-21, and the Chiefs, with their usual in the playoffs, found a way to blow it. Really, that's what they have a history of doing. They've been doing it for the past 40-something years, minus when they had Joe Montana for that one season and they lost in the championship game to Buffalo. The Titans are the first team since the 1957 Lions to come back from 17 points or more on the road in postseason history. They were down 21-3 in this game, and they made an amazing comeback. Marcus Mariota threw for a little over 200 yards. He had an amazing touchdown where he threw the ball. It got tipped, and he caught it himself, and he scored. So basically threw a touchdown to himself. Delaney Walker had a good game. He had probably 75 yards receiving, the big tight end who's a force out there. And one of my old favorites, sorry, I don't want to get the giblets under there, Eric Decker caught the 22-yard touchdown pass with about 5 minutes left to give the Titans the lead. The Chiefs jumped out to a good lead. Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill had good games. Alex Smith played well until the third quarter. They looked like they were rolling. I thought Kansas City was going to win this game like 30-10 or something. All of a sudden, the Titans woke up and stopped them, which was amazing, and I was extremely happy to see that. Let's see if the Titans can do anything most like when they play the Patriots next week, because the game earlier today, Buffalo lost 10-3, a little bit of a heartbreaker for them. They looked like they were starting to drive and got screwed on the Calvin Johnson catch roll, but whatever. It is what it is on that. It's just the way they said that. It was a catch on an interception for Jacksonville when I thought the ball moved and it didn't. But what do I know? I'm just a guy. Quickly recap of last night, a game that disappointed me. The Falcons went into Los Angeles to beat the Rams 26-13. Matt Ryan threw the ball very well. I think he threw for about 250 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Julio Jones had 9 catches for 96 yards. He was a force out there. Also, the running back tandem, Tevin Coleman and Freeman, got 100 yards combined between them and helped control this game. Mohamed Sanu chipped in a little bit too. Matt Ryan looked very poised in this game because he had been playing in the Super Bowl last year. It seemed like that was a huge advantage where the Rams looked a little nervous. The Rams, the talent that they have, Jared Goff, who didn't play that badly, he threw for like 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, threw some really nice passes, but he did throw a pick. And the Rams fumbled twice that led to points for Atlanta. That's huge. You can't fumble the football in the NFL in the playoffs because you're going to give up points because these teams are good. Robert Woods, however, had like 147 yards receiving. He looked really good for them. I think Watkins had about 60 or so. And Todd Gurley had 100 yards rushing too. So statistically, the Rams held in with them. I think they both had like in the 360 range. But the turnovers and field position helped Atlanta out big time. Atlanta next week is going to go to Philadelphia, which I think they have a real shot to beat them because of their experience. Philadelphia, unfortunately, has Nick Foles playing instead of the injured Carson Wentz, who tore his ACL, which is very sad to see. We'll see pending the outcome of this game. The Saints, who I hope win, the Saints will play against the Minnesota Vikings, another really good game. The NFC games have been outstanding the way they're set up. The AFC games, not so much, although that KC-Tennessee game was good. Next week, you'll have Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. Jacksonville looked shaky today. I don't know how well they'll do there. And Tennessee and New England, I favor New England big time in that game, although Tennessee can run the football. Maybe they can hang in there. Maybe they can't. If you told me right now you have $100 to pick the game, Pats will probably be favored by like 12 points. I'd take the Pats in 2 seconds. All right, thank you for watching this edition of my recap of a couple of the playoff games. Well, guess I'll say Jack Rigo Productions, but whatever. No one cares about that. I appreciate it. I love the viewership, even if I get 5 views. Anyone who watches this, thank you so much. Have a good rest of the Sunday and have a good week, and look forward to the games next week. And I'll stop looking at the chicken neck.